All right, is Quant getting rejected right now? Well, let's find out. This is NC Hammer Crypto. My name is Neil. Let's get into it with this technical analysis. So this is a blank chart. We're looking at Quant. You see down here on the RSI, we are retracing back towards the 50% mark where I expect we will see some kind of support. But in the overall picture, let's take a look at this. The way we break this down is we take this as the all-time high, 428, at least on this chart. And when we zoom in way back here, we go all the way to the beginning and say, for example, we want to see the Fibonacci retracement of this area. So we take the bottom, could be here, go here. And we had that support around the 0.786. It started testing low around the 1.56 and was trying to hold support right around this area, right below this line on the Fibonacci. So if we take this line and we consider right here, roughly being the bottom, now this is a pretty wide range for Quant. And looking at it, another thing I would do is I would take a line and do it from the top of this line for a downtrend right here. And we see that it broke over this downward trend line, had some major consolidation for a couple of months, had a further decrease and some support near this $41 mark. We are currently moving upwards or around 94. And how we look at that is we take this point right here, drop it down, and we see that it broke over that trend line. And with that, we had that pump. So when we're looking at the pump, say we draw another trend line from this exact same point to right here. Now we are getting a little bit of rejection. And we are getting a little bit of pressure from that 200 EMA and the CM guppy showing that the water is getting pressurized right in here. All liquidity, all money. And people are trying to decide if they want to break that line or see what Bitcoin does and have a pushback to move over the 200 EMA and then try and retest this downward trend line again. I would consider this one touch, two touch, three touch right here on Quant. And we are getting a little wick off, which means that they are trying to build a little bit more support. Even with Bitcoin dropping like it did, it was this one bar right here, but it's getting a little bit of consolidation. We want to see that consolidate a little bit further over this way and then eventually start pushing upwards in the long run. What I also like to bring in is the Gone fan. So Gone fan is pretty cool. It's not the most accurate thing, but it's similar structure. Okay, we got the downward trend line. It broke over that downward trend line, pushed up and starting to get a little bit of resistance before we're hitting that halfway mark. However, we could see that consolidation touching that halfway mark, pushing up to the 117, 128, 149, getting a little bit more rejection. And with that, I would draw another line right here, considering this the high, roughly 174, give or take. And we could see that push up to 174, maybe a little bit of rejection and support within this area before breaking up and pushing even higher back up to the 428. And once we have a little bit of rejection, maybe very quickly right here at 428, we can see an eventual push up to at least 800, 1,000, maybe 1,200 with Quant, and then followed by some consolidation with the rejection, consolidation, and a further downtrend. So it's definitely not something to buy and hold on to forever, but at $100 roughly, and turning into 800 to 1,000, that is a very good bet for Quant. You could also do a Gone fan from here as well. Gone fan right here and to right here more or less. And you can see that right here it broke that quarter mark, had the push up, broke the third mark, retested it, pushed up into the halfway mark, couldn't hold that halfway mark, and rejected back into the third, consolidation all the way across the halfway mark, and then got rejected right around here after that false bull breakout, rejected back down to its low right around here, around 48. And then an immediate push once it broke over that 1-1 into the halfway of the 2-1, and then consolidation, and we want to see that push up to the 2-1 and eventually break over into the 3-1. That's just generosity of what we're looking at quant, and keeping in mind the RSI is pushing downwards, but we do want to see some consolidation and holding above the 50 mark. If not, we want to see that the RSI will push heavily downwards and get an immediate rejection like we see right here. The heavier rejection pushing it right back up into bullish momentum. So that's it for today. I have a bunch of reference links below. Grass free airdrop money, Coinbase free airdrop money, MEXC lowest trading fee platform, or a little crypto game where you build a mining room and get free crypto, all listed in reference links below. That's it for this video, and I will do a few more for short-term YouTube shorts and check the algorithm, see what works best and what people like to watch. That's it for today. I will see you guys on the next one.